In the 1970s, custom vans exploded across America. Bright, psychedelic, loud, insane, and at the center of that crazy wave stood one man who hated the whole thing. But before we get to the chaos, we need to meet the man behind the paint.
I'm Art Himsl, and I'm here talking to a couple of fellas from Denmark and having a good time. Messing around with cars back when I was a kid. I had motor scooters and then motorcycles and then cars, and just always liked the painting and started striping, and that got into spray painting after that, and that's all I've done. That's just my whole life. I used to work for Aerojet, which they made all of the solid fuel rocket motors for when they were trying to put the first satellites up, and so I painted for them for about 3 years out of high school. One day I was sitting there and looking at the clock and figured they're buying my life for $2.78 an hour. And so I took a leave of absence and opened a shop, just a little one-stall shop, and it worked out pretty good. I never went back to work. So.
Art quit painting rockets to paint hot rods.
Maybe 1959 or 60, somewhere in there, in Concord, California. Himsl Custom Paint Studio. Well, when you first open up, trying to make a living doing nothing but custom paint, a little tough. Most everybody else that was doing the same thing, they were doing body work and everything else. We didn't get into doing the body work.
Okay.
We just did paint, and worked out real well. I don't know anybody else that's made it just doing paint.
Through the 1960s, Art's reputation grew fast. He started experimenting with scallops, fades, and color panels on cars, boats, bikes, trucks, and even planes. By the mid-60s, Art and his brother Mickey were building eye-catching show cars.
That's the one that I won the AMBR with in '69, and I didn't know how to weld, so I built the body in the backyard just out of wood and fiberglass. I don't know, it was okay. It did what it was supposed to do, but all I wanted to do was win the show. We were doing these for these van conversion outfits. They'd go to the dealership and get the vans, and they'd put a custom interior in them, and wheels and spoilers or whatever the heck, fiberglass add-ons, and put paint on them, and then they went back to the dealership and they were sold, and we couldn't do them fast enough. We were doing 40 a week and they wanted more. I told them no.
The van craze didn't come from nowhere. RV production grew 700% through the 1960s. By 1972, over 100,000 motorhomes were being built every year. Conversion companies exploded.
Prepped 6 every day and painted 6 every day. We were doing better than anybody else was doing at the time, but it was just wham bam, get them done and get them out, you know. Myself, Mike, and Jim Grant are the only ones that actually put color on the bands. Everybody else that was working down there was doing nothing but prepping. Sand and mask and put a base silver down. Every one of them you had to coordinate with what the interior was going to be. It's going to be a brown interior, then you use golds, browns, that type of thing. If it was going to be a red interior, why then you color coordinated accordingly. It stopped, I was happy because I was burned out. You didn't have time to do what I considered a good job. Like I say, when the first gas prices, or whatever you want to call it, happened, and it just stopped overnight. Like I say, I was happy. I was tired of them. I wanted to get back to doing, nice stuff.